Alright, this is the Traxxas Link Bluetooth upgrade module for the TQi radio system. It's a little module that you install in the back of your radio, and it allows you to talk to the Traxxas Link app, which easily allows you to control how much your throw rate and exponential rate, and allows you to tweak each control signal from the radio to the vehicle, as well as you get a dashboard that if you buy telemetry modules, you can get items like voltage, temperature, speed, and RPM. There's a bunch of little fiddly parts you have to buy to make all that work. The temperature and voltage sensor is one part, plus you need to buy another power tap part to make that work. And there's another optional part. It's the clip, like a special zip tie that would perfectly hold the temperature sensor onto your motor. That module gives you the voltage and the temperature. And the other modules for the RPM, I think it's a magnet sensor. You need a magnet holder and some other little electronic wire that picks up the rotating spur gear. This is the back of the box of the Traxxas Link Bluetooth module, so I'm going to install it in the back of the TQi radio. I just wanted to show a little bit more about it. I talked about some of the sensors you can add. You plug those all into the telemetry ports in your TQi receiver, and it looks like there's even more on the bottom of it now, like a bunch of other ports. I don't know. So you can have up to 6. It says you can have up to 6 plug-and-play sensors. A GPS telemetry module. This is one that it must be fairly new. I didn't actually know that much about it, that you can now get a GPS module for your TQi Traxxas Link receiver. Pretty cool. Okay, we're now going to open the box. What does it show here? Oh yeah, not much. What? Flies right open. You open the box, flies right open. Oh, it's really light. Really light. Feels like there's nothing in here, because there really isn't. It's a you know, a circuit board in here with your plug. Anyway, so you get nice. I needed to go and get the screw to put this in. I had to go find the Allen key to do it. Anyway, they include it. You do have to take that out of the existing radio, and then there's a plastic plate you pull off, and then you put this in, and it has a plug under it. I'll tell you, this is going to be probably 90% easier to do than it was to install the TQi iPhone dock in my original TQi radio. I never filmed that, but there must have been 10, 20 wires, each all individual little wires that you had to try and route around down the base of the radio to get that dock on the bottom. This looks to be like way simpler. Alright, to get this back piece off, you do have to remove one screw, and they give you the Allen key to do that. They also give you another Allen key screw. Is it any longer? Looks to be like an exact one. Just in case you lose it, I guess. They give you another one. Yeah, exactly the same. You could reuse the one you already had. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, to get this plate off, I did have to go get another tool, a flat screwdriver to pry it up. I did mar it a bit. Anyway, I was also just trying to pry it up. I felt like the sticker would make a hell of a mess if I tried to peel it back, so instead of doing that, I just ripped it down the middle. And now this is ready to pry off, which I've just done. Now we're going to plug in the Traxxas Link module. You tip it in. There's two little nubs. Tip them into the radio, click it down. Oh, there's a little connector. I hope you saw that. There was a little connector with probably, I don't know, 8 pins or more. Not bad. Nice design, nice little upgrade. It should just come with it. That would be nice. It'd be really nice if it just came with it. In order to get this, you have to buy a, well, in a Slash, you would have to buy a Slash Ultimate to get the Bluetooth module with it, and all the telemetry sensors and goodies for, I think, almost everything. It doesn't come with the GPS sensor, but I think it comes with the voltage and temperature, RPM, speed. Speed, I think, is based off the RPM or the spinning of the spur. Okay, so I'm trying to pair the Bluetooth Link module to my Traxxas Link app, and I'm using the latest version 5.4.1 from April 28, 2016, and I can replicate a crash every time. So I'll switch back over to the Traxxas app, and I have a Summit, which is currently on the Summit. I've had this app for a long time, ever since it first came out, and it's just kept updating and updating and updating. Anyway, to switch the vehicle, you click the vehicle. It gives me a list. I've already pre-programmed in a /4x4. So I click on /4x4. Make /4x4. Crash. I mean, maybe that's by design, but that's really terrible UI if that's by design, that it has to crash before you change your vehicle. Then I need to restart the app. and now it's set up to the vehicle I chose. So anyway, to me that's not really acceptable, but maybe it is to them. Okay, so we're going to try and set up the wireless Bluetooth module. It's under Garage. Click Garage. This lets you set a bunch of things. Oh, if you have one of the tree timers, connect to your Traxxas Link wireless receiver, go to the Garage, the Stability wireless module. So that would be this one, TQi. Turn transmitter on. Press link button on back. Pressing link button. Then what? Then I click here. 3. Connected. That was fast. Immediately connected. And then an immediate Bluetooth update required, right? A firmware update. Proceed. Updating from 2.2.5 to 2.4.1. Touch here to proceed. Begin update. Front is blinking green while it's trying to do the update. Oh, it's already downloaded the update. Now it's verifying stage 1 of 2. The back is a solid blue, and the front is blinking green while it's updating the firmware. Never ever turn it off when you're updating the firmware. Now it's blinking fast amber while it's verifying stage 2. Solid green. And the app should say it's good soon. Oh, now it's starting the update, blinking slow green. Wrapping things up. What? Please power off the transmitter and vehicle. The vehicle was never on.
Well, it doesn't know that.
Leave update screen. Oh, I wonder if there's an update for TSM. I left the radio on, and as soon as I turned the truck on, it's telling me to proceed with the TSM receiver update. So we're going to proceed and flash the TSM with the firmware. What's it say? A firmware update must be performed in order to maintain optimal functionality with the TSM receiver. Proceed. Touch here to proceed. Holy smokes, what? Proceed. Before updating an engine model, make sure the wheels or props are off the ground. Make sure everything's off the ground. Proceed. Begin update. Yeah. If it did suddenly go full throttle right now, I probably wouldn't have a good enough grip to hold it. So I really hope that doesn't happen. But
yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
it's making weird clicky noises. The servo was making weird, like...
Isn't that your fan running too, though?
The fan was, but I heard like a... I really want to set it down. Whatever. If it goes full forward, it's propped up right against the bar.
Yeah, unless it goes
if it goes full backwards, it will be a much more mess. But it will be fun for YouTube.
Yep. Good for my movie.
I just plugged the nickel metal in for this update. Hopefully it doesn't die halfway through the firmware. It's kind of risky, but it was the battery I had on hand.
Still updating?
It's only wow, this TSM update. That's what we were recording. This TSM update is really slow.
Yeah.
You can kill that off. Okay, please power the transmitter and vehicle off and back on again to complete the update. Okay, then power it all back on, and it should finally all be green and stop saying it needs an update. Okay, power. Okay, both green. Transmitter connected on Bluetooth, vehicle connected, green on Bluetooth. What is this? Model selection. The receiver is programmed for an unknown model. Please select a model to reprogram the receiver. Wow, because I updated the firmware, I want it to be a /4x4 low center of gravity. Traxxas Link will communicate with the vehicle a moment.
Elevate the drive wheels.
Oh, really? It's that again?
So, four-wheel drive electric off-road.
It's done now, I guess. Oh, crashed. Whenever you go to vehicle select screen, it crashes every single time. So, green, 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 dashboard, garage, drive effects. That's what I wanted to see. Drive effects. TSM 41.4%. So if I adjust this knob. Shit. Whoops. Let's turn the audio off. Now if I move the multifunction, yes, moving the multifunction wheel is now moving that knob. So Bluetooth connected, and when you think it's on 0, you're really on 48.6%, 46, you know, it's very sensitive. So if you want to get it to be exactly 50, it's probably pretty hard. Oh, 50.1.
Just leave it.
It's like a game. 51.0. I want to be under 50, but close to 49.6. Oh, I was on like, look, it's like trying to fill your gas tank. Anyway, 48.8, that's a cool number. I wanted, the whole part of the reason why I wanted to buy this Bluetooth module was so I could add exponential, because I knew that with this included ready to run radio that there's only one multifunction knob and it can only be programmed to do one thing at a time. And if you don't have the module and the app, you have to go through a menu with these 2 buttons and watch blinking lights. You need like a map to be able to adjust what this knob does. If you buy the Bluetooth module and the app, then I can take steering sensitivity and I can move that to be a 20.3% exponential if I want. And immediately now my steering, actually, so here's an example. If I leave this on 0 exponential, which it currently comes with stock, as soon as I start to move the wheel a little bit, it's linear. It's linear to your movement. So if I hold this and move this in, the tire should start moving in, and it is. So if I go full in, that's 100% exponential. So it starts off really soft on the inside of the throw and then goes full. It's non-linear. It's like a curve, right? It's 100% curve. So you can adjust that to however you like it through the app. I can move that to like a 20. I'll probably run it on like a 20% exponential. Maybe 30. I usually like 30 on my stuff. 20 to 30. 28.9. Good enough. 28.9. You can do that to the throttle too. Steering percent. If I wanted to go over 100%, which I don't do because I haven't checked the linkages, it'd be hard to see. You don't want to over pin them, but then you can adjust your steering percentage, braking percentage, and throttle trim, which I'm not going to touch because the truck's going to move. We've done what I wanted to do. I've adjusted my steering exponential. Now how do I save and go back? There's no go back button. Never hit reset the default because then you're going to lose what you just did. So I have to hit the little home button up here. Now dashboard, building a dashboard, it's going to show me a bunch of stuff that doesn't work until I spend more money. Just a press, and you can add your dashboards, change their gauge, change the look, do whatever. I'm not going to do any of that until I add some telemetry. So we're done kind of stage 1 of this Bluetooth upgrade. I've installed the module, I've upgraded the firmware, I've upgraded the stability firmware, and I have tweaked my steering exponential. Stage 1, done.